Why did Lila Hoth kill Ben in Reacher Season 4? Explained. Warning: major spoilers for Reacher Season 4, Episode 4. The episode strongly implies that Lila Hoth and Amisha Hoth are responsible for Ben Merrick's murder. Ben was being used as leverage to force his mother, Anna Merrick, to obtain the mysterious flash drive. When Anna realized Ben was already dead, she changed her plans, and Reacher eventually discovers the Hoths' connection through the distinctive karambit knife used in Ben's killing. So, why would Lila Hoth kill Ben Merrick? This is one of the biggest twists in Reacher Season 4 so far. For the first few episodes, Lila appears to be one of the people Reacher is trying to protect. She tells him she's suffering from leukemia. She says she needs to find her biological father. She claims that father is Congressman John Sampson, a former Delta Force soldier. Then in Episode 3, almost everything she told Reacher falls apart. The leukemia story is fake. The mother-daughter relationship between Lila and Amisha is fake. And Lila admits she's actually investigating Sampson and his military past. But Episode 4 takes the deception even further. Lila and Amisha aren't simply journalists looking for evidence. They're dangerous. And the discovery of Ben's murder suggests they were willing to kill to get what they wanted. What happened to Ben? Ben Merrick is Anna Merrick's son. Anna is the woman whose death on the Philadelphia subway begins the entire Season 4 mystery. When Anna dies, Reacher initially doesn't understand why she was so terrified. But eventually the pieces start coming together. Anna had been under enormous pressure because Ben had been kidnapped. The people holding him wanted something from her. And that something was connected to the mysterious flash drive. The plan was essentially, get the drive, give it to the kidnappers, get Ben back. But something went terribly wrong. Anna eventually realizes that Ben isn't coming back. And that's one of the most heartbreaking revelations in Episode 4. Was Ben already dead when Anna was on the subway? That's what Reacher eventually concludes. Anna was supposed to be exchanging the flash drive for proof that her son was still alive. But when she demanded another confirmation of life, the people holding Ben couldn't provide it. That tells Reacher something important. Ben was already dead. Anna had been manipulated into believing she could save her son. But the people behind the kidnapping had already killed him. And that's why Anna's behavior on the subway suddenly makes more sense. She wasn't carrying the drive because she no longer intended to make the exchange. She knew her son was dead. She was devastated. And she was preparing to confront whoever had killed him. So why did Lila kill him? The biggest clue is the flash drive. The drive contains highly sensitive information connected to the government and Congressman Sampson's military history. Lila wants that information. But there's a problem. Anna has access to it. And Anna isn't going to hand it over willingly unless she believes doing so will save Ben. So Ben becomes leverage. If Lila and Amisha can make Anna believe they have her son, they can force Anna to steal the information. And that's exactly what appears to have happened. But once Anna realizes Ben is dead, the plan falls apart. She no longer has any reason to cooperate. And that's why the people behind the operation need to make sure Anna doesn't expose them. The karambit is the major clue. This is where Episode 4's title, Karambits and Pieces, becomes extremely important. Ben's body is discovered. The medical examiner determines that his throat was cut with a karambit, a distinctive curved knife associated with Southeast Asian martial arts, including Indonesian fighting traditions. And then Reacher encounters Lila and Amisha. They're attacked by a group of armed men. But instead of behaving like frightened civilians, the women pull out their own karambits. And they absolutely destroy the attackers. That is the moment Reacher and the audience should start putting everything together. Ben was killed with a karambit. Mary Ellen Daniels was also killed with a similar weapon. And Lila and Amisha are highly skilled with exactly those knives. That's not proof by itself. But combined with everything else we've learned about them, it's a massive clue. Lila's innocent story was a lie. Remember Lila's first story? She told Reacher she had leukemia. She said she needed a bone marrow transplant. And she claimed her biological father was Congressman John Sampson. It sounded sympathetic. It gave her a reason to need Reacher's help. And it made Sampson look like the potential villain. But Lila eventually admits that almost all of that was fabricated. She's actually a journalist investigating Sampson's past. At least, that's what she tells Reacher. She claims that Sampson's Delta Force unit trained Indonesian forces under General Putra. Those forces later committed atrocities. Lila wants the information on the flash drive because she believes it could expose Sampson and destroy his political ambitions. But Episode 4 suggests that even this second version of Lila's story may not be the whole truth. And that's the critical point. Lila isn't necessarily lying about everything. She may genuinely want the information, but she's willing to use extremely violent methods to obtain it. Was Ben just a victim?
Yes.
Ben wasn't the person Lila actually wanted.
He was a bargaining chip.
That's what makes his death so disturbing. Anna was the target. The flash drive was the objective. Ben was the leverage. Lila and Amisha didn't necessarily need Ben alive once they had gotten what they wanted from Anna. And that tells us something about the Hoths. They're willing to manipulate people emotionally before eliminating them. That makes them very different from the straightforward mercenaries Reacher has been fighting. The mercenaries are muscle. Lila and Amisha appear to be the people who know how to use the muscle. Why didn't they just steal the drive? Because Anna had access to government systems and sensitive material. Simply breaking into her home wouldn't necessarily work. They needed her cooperation. And the easiest way to get cooperation from a mother is to threaten her child. That's why Ben was so valuable to them while he was alive. Anna believed she could save him. So she followed instructions. She obtained information. She moved the drive. And she tried to arrange the exchange. But the Hoths had already gone beyond the point where they needed to keep their promise. Once Ben was dead, Anna became a liability. Did Lila kill Ben personally? Here's where we need to be precise. Episode 4 strongly implies Lila and Amisha were responsible, but the episode does not show Lila physically killing Ben. The evidence points toward them. The karambit. Their Indonesian connection. Their violent behavior. Their manipulation of Anna. And the timing of Ben's disappearance. But the show hasn't yet shown the exact moment Ben was murdered or explicitly stated. Lila killed Ben. That's an important distinction. The final reveal is designed to make viewers suspect the Hoths. And based on the direction of the story, plus the events of Lee Child's Gone Tomorrow, which Season 4 adapts, the implication is extremely strong. Why does Lila need the flash drive so badly? Because the information could potentially expose powerful people. The drive appears to contain the surviving copy of sensitive government material that Anna secretly extracted. Tamara discovers that Anna had been working with physical files marked for destruction. One document was digitally deleted as well, suggesting someone deliberately tried to erase it from the official record. That surviving information may now exist only on the flash drive. So, whoever controls the drive controls the evidence. That's why multiple groups are hunting for it. And Lila is prepared to kill for it. Is Lila the main villain? At this point, she certainly appears to be one of the major villains. Episode 4 completely changes how we should view her. Before the reveal, Reacher believes he's helping Lila. After the reveal, he has to consider that he may have been manipulated from the beginning. And that's dangerous, because Reacher has already become emotionally and physically close to her. Lila has essentially been operating right beside him. She knows what he knows. She knows where he's looking. And she knows what he wants. That makes her much more dangerous than a random assassin. Why did Lila and Amisha use karambits? The knives are also a storytelling clue. The Hoths have an Indonesian background in the television version. So, the karambit connects their identity to the murders. It's almost like a signature. When Reacher sees the weapons in their hands, he has a physical clue connecting them to the deaths. The women don't just know how to hold the knives. They are extremely skilled with them. They use them efficiently and without hesitation. That tells Reacher that their earlier image as vulnerable women was completely false. They are trained killers. What does Ben's death mean for Reacher? Ben's murder gives Reacher another reason to keep going. At first, Reacher is investigating Anna's death. Then he's trying to understand the flash drive. Then he's investigating Sampson. But once Ben's murder is confirmed, this becomes personal. Reacher knows what it means when powerful people use innocent people as disposable pieces. And he isn't going to let them get away with it. That's why Lila's reveal is such a major problem. Reacher may have been protecting one of the people responsible. Final answer. So, why did Lila Hoth kill Ben in Reacher Season 4? The strongest explanation is that Ben was being used as leverage against his mother, Anna Merrick. Lila and Ami Shah wanted access to the mysterious flash drive containing sensitive government information. By holding Ben hostage, they could force Anna to cooperate. But Ben was ultimately killed, apparently with a karambit knife, before Anna could complete the exchange. Once Anna realized her son was already dead, she stopped cooperating and apparently planned to seek revenge. That's why her final actions on the subway suddenly make sense. And the discovery that Lila and Ami Shah themselves carry and expertly use karambits is the giant clue connecting them to Ben's murder. However, Episode 4 has not shown the exact moment Lila killed Ben, so technically the series has not yet given us a scene explicitly confirming that Lila herself delivered the fatal blow. What it has done is make the Hoths look extremely guilty. And there's an even bigger problem for Reacher. Lila isn't the helpless woman he thought she was. She's dangerous. She's been lying to him. She's connected to the flash drive. And she appears to be connected to Ben's murder. The woman Reacher thought he was protecting may actually be one of the people he needs to stop. And if the show continues to follow the broad trajectory of Gone Tomorrow, Reacher and Lila's relationship is heading toward a very dangerous confrontation.